What's good, y'all? Once again, want to thank y'all for tuning in to OG Suicide in the building live with my sis, Hype J.
What's
Loved
happening?
one.
What's happening?
Man, what's good, loved one?
Everything is awesome. How about you?
This sit down is beyond long overdue.
Yes, it is.
So we've been grinding together for years.
Yeah, it's been about 10 years plus now.
Whoo, at time. Pew.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too in my knees.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. But you everywhere. You grinding.
Yes, sir.
You grinding. I see you. I be like, look at my sis. She everywhere.
Making
Out
it
there.
happen.
Yeah, in them trenches. Making it happen, like you said. Definitely. What you got here? I see you got some books.
Yeah, I got some books. I brought you a cigar. One of my clients that I rock out with, that hemp tree, that hemp cigar. So I wanted to make sure you got that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hemp. Okay.
You know. But we talking about mental
Something
health.
in here. Okay.
Oh, it's something in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we talking about mental health for
So
sure.
I had to bring you the books.
That's what I'm talking about.
The first one here, this is about maximizing your results in minimal time. That's the first book. That's about time management.
How to get maximum results.
Yeah, but the second one here, it's about igniting your life. And the first chapter opens up with detoxing your thinking. So
Ignite your
I
life.
figured
Okay.
Since we're talking about mental health, we can just get into it.
Wow. And this is your book.
Yes, sir.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about, sis. I love to read, so I'm definitely going to be reading this.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
Mm-hmm. Building or repairing personal credit. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's 10 steps to success in business. So it's the outline that I wish I would have learned 20 years ago when I started the Hype magazine. So,
Okay, and what is those 10 steps?
you read it.
Okay.
We're going to go through it, too.
No, I'm definitely. Well, can you give me at least 3 for the audience?
Yeah, I can give you 3 for the audience. So
Can I get at least 3?
sure
I don't want to give it away. I'm going to read. I promise. You can quiz me on it. You can quiz me on it. I'm going to read it. I promise.
Okay. Well, the first chapter is about detoxing your thinking. Then you go into building your personal brand, your business credit, your personal credit. You know, just all about financial leverage.
Yes.
And how to make sure that actually, I would say, it equals out with your business at the end of the day.
Okay.
Because, you know, sometimes you get going and you get to marketing and you get to pushing and you get to doing everything and then you say, wait a minute, I forgot some stuff.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this will help you not forget. This will help you with a process.
Okay. Because I end up, for my business, I end up having to co-sign for my business, for the business credit.
Right.
Because my personal credit was outstanding, 800 plus. So I get what you're saying right there. So, I mean, I co-signed for the business and built it to where now the business has its own credit line.
Absolutely.
Without me attached to it.
Yeah, and think about how we learned that 20 years ago.
For real. We're just going. We're just going. Building a brand.
Absolutely. And we've done a great job at it, but we got to circle back. So, you know, this book can help people to save about 10 years of their life.
And that's definitely good. 10 years?
Yeah, 10.
That's important. A whole 10? That's important for sure, for sure. What's next for you, loved one? What's next? Are you everywhere? You know what I mean? You got the arms of an octopus because you're everywhere. Your hands is everywhere, and you're making things happen for a lot of people, a lot of artists, and you've been doing this for years, especially with the Hype magazine.
Yeah, well, we'll start with the Hype first. The Hype will be 21 this year.
Wow.
So 21 years old. We're going to turn up and have a good time and show everybody how to be 21.
Yeah, legal.
Definitely. The grind has been real. I mean, it's an awesome. I still feel like we're in the beginning phases because we're still babies compared to some of the others that's been out for longer than we have. You know.
Yes.
But I'm excited about what's to come.
But we've always done honest business.
Absolutely.
So there's a big difference. There's some that's been around forever, but they record, you know, their credibility of who they are for some is just not. Yeah. It's not right.
And it's been a slower grind for me because we stayed away from the gossip. We stayed away from the politics of it all.
Yes.
So I've stayed neutral. So I feel like sometimes that's a slower grind because everybody likes to gossip. and the quick
Drama,
news and the
everything.
drama.
Yeah,
And I'm just
who's
not into
beefing?
that. I'm
Yes,
not willing to attach that to the brand. So I'm cool with the momentum that we've been having.
yes.
I'm great with that.
I
You
agree.
know.
Just like with me with One West, like it's always been, about positivity. I don't want none of the how many ops you got or anything. And
Absolutely.
I'm going on about to be a 10-year reunion,
Yeah.
in March.
I remember when you started.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the good thing about us being in the business. A lot of people don't realize that we're not competitors. We're
No,
allies.
exactly.
You
Always have
called
been from the
it's like, let's
start.
do this. Let's do this.
Yeah.
It's exciting. The West Coast needed something. They needed you.
Yes.
And you fulfilled that gap.
We
Definitely.
needed that on the West Coast for sure.
Absolutely.
I remember when I first called you and talked to you about it, you were like, that's right, bro. Go do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Let's
If
go.
you need me, call me.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
That's what it's about. They say competition is king, but I feel like relationships and networks are a lot more powerful these days.
And it's important because there's a few people that, was out here that I reached out to talk to or get advice, and they shine me on, brush me off. And then after they start seeing it in the stores, then they start calling me like, hey, you still trying to connect? Nope.
No. Man, we went to newsstands in 2013, and
Yes.
the funny thing about it is I didn't tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So people called. It was like, man, I think somebody stole the magazine. It's in the stores. I said, really? I said, you seen the hype in the store? And where? We seen it in the Walmart, in the Walgreens. I was like, nah, I don't think that's me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's unreal for people to see your successes, which is sad at some point, but
It is sad.
once again, it's our reality.
But what they should look at is who the individual is. Like they should
Right.
know you're a true grinder. I'm a true grinder. So if what we put our minds to and our hearts to, we're gonna make it happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Straight
By
out.
no means.
Yeah,
We'll make it
it's
happen.
gonna blossom because I even was hitting cats up like, man, I'm about to start a magazine. Y'all wanna invest in this magazine. They like a magazine, like, man, who reads magazines? I said, people still read magazines. It's about the type of magazine that you have.
Right.
They didn't believe, I guess my vision was a smidget. They just didn't believe. And like even some of them people, and they start seeing it in Barnes and Nobles and different spots. Like, hey man, didn't you say you was doing something called One West? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, man, let me know, man. If you still looking for investors. I said, no, I'm good.
Yeah, because
I'm
the hard
good.
work has been done.
Yeah, exactly. Now, the ship is already in the water. Now
Absolutely.
y'all want to get on. You want to come out here on a jet ski and get on the ship. No.
Yeah. Them late nights and early mornings that start to come together as one. And
Yes.
you said, I've been up 10 straight days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's real. Definitely.
And all those no's.
Yeah.
Those no's. Hey, I started a magazine, was trying to see what you'd be interested in advertising. Oh, no. Well, how long it started? Well, actually, this is the first issue. No, I'm good. Them no's and blam, doors slamming on you. Like, okay, it's cool.
I remember. But yeah, like I said, the hype is going great, and it's gonna be awesome. That's all I can say.
It is awesome.
We've been
Yes.
we've been attaching to the technology companies, and I've really been focused in on this financial movement.
Okay.
It's a movement to me. I have a 30-day challenge going on right now. We do a Tuesday call. So I brought a lot of the mentors on board that have helped me be successful.
Yes.
And just starting to bring my people around. I said, man, it's crazy as you grow, you look around and you were like, man, the people I love and I care about, they need this information. But a
They
lot
do.
of times people block people from getting the good information. And I'm not doing
yes.
that. I want you to get on here and hear all you can hear, learn all
Yes.
you can learn,
Yes.
and apply it to yourself.
Yes.
So that's what this is all about. So this year for me is about helping as many people as possible and then staying focused on my agendas as well.
Okay.
You know.
Definitely. Just like me with, the podcast, I've seen a lane that I feel like people be scared to speak on the topic. Some people feel like, oh man, you talk about stuff you're going through that makes you weak. And I have to assure people like it don't make you weak. It's important to talk about it. Why hold it in and let it build up and then one day you just snap?
Yeah.
Like it's important. Like it get kicked under the rug, just like suicide get kicked under the rug. So
Yeah.
I push hard to be a activist for that.
Yeah, and it's a, you know what, the mental health of it all, man. This long journey that we've went through, thus far, people just don't realize how they can make your day go better
Yes.
by the way that they approach you, or the
Yes.
way they handle the no.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The way they handle the no, and they don't realize how much time you put in. So I start acknowledging that in people, and I'm realizing that it is a mindset.
It is.
And then when you're feeling down and you don't have a network of people to make you feel up, because an upper around good people, it's like a drug too.
It is.
It's a feeling.
You feel good.
Yeah. So it's like, even when I'm going through things, I still stop to process the people around me and say, dang, something's wrong with OG. He doesn't have his same energy that he has. So I'm a call, and you know me, I'm the queen of the every other month check in. Like, hey,
Definitely.
how you doing?
Yeah.
I just want to know. I don't want anything from you. I just want to know how you doing.
Mm-hmm. Care about a person's well-being.
Yeah, because these are people, especially if you make it to my phone. If you make it to my phone, I'm going to check on you.
Yes.
I'm going to care about you.
Yes.
Otherwise, there's no need for me to take your number.
Yeah, like for what?
We could just hook up.
Might
on
be the last
social media.
time we talk.
Yeah, so I really take time to do that because I know some of the mental places that I was in just trying to get here. And think about it. I started hype. I was 22 years old.
Wow.
I was still young, a kid,
With a dream, with a passion.
Yeah.
And look at you.
Yeah.
21 years later, look at it.
Yeah.
It's a
and
name.
I won't allow people to treat the younger generation the way that I was treated. That's why I'm Just Jay. Everybody's like, why your name Just Jay? I said, because that's how people used to do. Oh, that's Just Jay. That's sis. She's cool.
Yeah.
But they didn't acknowledge my worth. They didn't acknowledge my mental capacity for success. They didn't acknowledge any of that.
Yes.
They just kind of, oh, that's little sis. But I wasn't little sis. I was already creating things. I was already trend setting.
Yes.
I had already put a lot of things in position at that point. But they didn't see it because they didn't take time to care.
No, or do no research.
And that could make you second guess yourself from a mental standpoint. Like, okay, what am I doing?
It can. It can.
And it has several times made me stop in my tracks and say, I don't want to do this stuff anymore. I don't think I want to do this. But now I'm like, man, had I given up, where would I be?
For real.
So
definitely, because like a lot of people see the success of it, but they don't see the grind of it when you in them trenches, them long nights of grinding, them phone calls all day, or just trying to make sense out of what you're doing. And like I said earlier, the no's and the people that you love not supporting. You getting more love and support from strangers than people you've been knowing for many, many years, because they will compliment somebody doing the same thing as you, but not compliment you because it's you.
Yeah.
And I had to learn that. I used to get frustrated and get mad and angry and be stressed. And to one day I was like, you know what? Let me snap out of this.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I used to make announcements. So, I started telling all of my moves, which I had to learn, like, stop doing that.
Right.
Because you automatically, you're blocking yourself because people are waiting for you to fail. So I just started letting, from music to everything I was doing, just speak for itself. I wouldn't even say nothing.
Yeah, yeah. And the saddest part, the most hurtful part in the business is when your family and your friends don't see the vision enough to even say, congratulations.
Yeah. Yes.
I have people. I have fans. I have people that walk up to. It's weird. I'm like, I have fans. Like, I have people that walk up to me and be like, I just want your autograph. I just want to let you know I've been following you for years.
That's amazing.
And I'm looking. It's kind of scary. But and I got all the magazines. I went to the store and got them. Can you sign this? And I'm looking like, okay, wow. But I have people that are close to me, my family, that has never went into the store and bought a magazine.
Not. I've had people call me like, hey, I'm at this gas station, man, and the mobile. Ain't this your magazine, One West? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, did you buy it? Oh, no, I didn't buy it. I was just letting you know I seen it. Well, why are you on the phone with me? Weirdo?
Man, that weirdo. That's a good word for it. It's just a support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a support. So that's why we've tried to support everybody as much as we can, and without overextending myself, because sometimes I go too far. So everybody's like, okay, now Jay, you didn't help enough people this week. But I'm just
But
like,
it's
man,
just in us to
yeah,
have that good heart,
yeah,
you
because
know. Even though having a good heart is a curse and a
it
blessing,
is.
but for the most part, I see more blessings
Oh
out of
yeah,
having a good heart than the
yeah.
curses.
I'm just more
The curses
direct.
be shocking
Yeah,
because there be people that's supposed to be close, close, close,
yeah,
and you be like, wait, what happened?
yeah. I'm just more direct with people now. When people come to me and they ask for my help, I'm like, is this something that we're going to do from a longevity standpoint,
Or
or is
just
this something that
temporary?
I need to send you an invoice because we're not going to talk again after you use me up?
Out of here. Take all that knowledge and run the other way, and
Yeah,
then forget where they got it from.
yeah, and it's sad, but it's life. And since we've gotten where we are, we appreciate even the valuable tools that the OGs gave us back in the day. I appreciate them even more. Although I've always been appreciative, I appreciate it even more now.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. That's important.
So yeah.
Very important.
So yeah. So hype is moving, and then I'm over it. The financial literacy piece is moving, and I'm rocking with the artist stuff now, full time.
Okay.
I'm pushing one artist right now that's fully dedicated.
Who is the artist?
Deja Marie.
Deja Marie.
Hmm.
Okay.
She's
Okay.
crossing over into this rock, rap, pop sector.
Oh,
I
okay.
really believe in the project, and we're going full throttle this year on her.
That's good.
You know,
That's good.
so
And I'm pushing just, focused on 3 artists. My son, Lil Side, he run up a bag video getting ready to drop. My nephew Dre Hill, his single dropped on Valentine's Day. Today we wake up, it was on the charts. It was at 92, then it went to 43,
yep,
then it charted at 24
yep.
on the charts.
We was the first ones to put it out. The Hype magazine. I was up
yeah.
early in the morning. Click.
Yeah,
I had to make sure I was the first to do that because I know where he's going.
It definitely. And my little bro, IMB Izzy, he got new music video getting ready to drop, So that's like really my focus. And then just me with the podcast. I kind of like merged away from the artistry, which I always get messages from fans from overseas, like,
Right.
you can't stop. Like, what are you doing? I was forced to put out another album in 2019, which was the OGs Are Forever album. But I really want to retire from music. Like, they don't get it. Like, once you've done it for so many years, it's like kind of get tired. Yeah, I could
Right.
go in there and knock a song out in 30 minutes, full song, but I'm more focused on something different. I got the artists. I'm gonna let them be the artists. I'll help. I'm gonna do my part. But when it comes to the music, I got an album sitting in the cut though. I got some nitroglycerin sitting in the cut, waiting that I'm gonna release singles from. But my main focus, I really realized my true calling was what I'm doing for being an activist for suicide awareness and prevention, and this podcast for mental health.
Yeah, and I'm in the I've done a lot. I work with a lot of companies. I've helped build a lot of companies, but I tell you, getting back to helping people, I'm happy.
Yes.
A lot
Yes.
of the business ventures that I'm doing is work.
Yes.
Respectfully, it's work.
Yes, it
but
is.
now I'm back in my happy space where I'm like, okay, I can do this full time all day.
All day.
And not flinch. But that other stuff, man, it gets you. The politics of the music industry is crazy.
Yes. It really is, especially if
crazy.
you allow it to be.
Yeah, it drains you a little bit. So just kind of getting back to some normal and doing some things to help people definitely gets you grounded.
It really do.
Yeah.
It really do. And that's the important part of it. I love seeing other people be successful. Mm-hmm. And that's a good feeling. And then when you're a part of it, you know what I mean? It's even a greater feeling like, man, this is what you want to do. You have a vision. I want to help you see that vision. I want to help you bring that vision to life. So let's do it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I'm here, and the next thing I'm doing is I did a joint venture with a company by the name of Over TV.
Okay.
So we have a film facility here. It's 30 minutes away from the city. It's right there in San Clarita.
Oh, okay. I'm familiar with the area. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll start slating our movies and films.
That's tight.
I got a blessing to lock in with the new movie that's out now on Tubi, called Uncle Rufus.
Oh, okay.
So it's really dope. It's on Tubi, so everybody needs to check that out.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been seeing promotional on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what's up.
Yeah, Michael Collier's in it. Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely.
That's good, loved one. That's good. Stay grinding.
Yes, indeed. So it's just a lot of good things going on. I'm
Okay.
just, I'm probably missing some stuff too.
You are.
It's just
You
so
definitely,
much going
yeah,
on.
you
I'm
definitely
missing
got
some
a
things.
lot going for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And shout out to my loved one, man. Viral Music TV. Incredible, man. They have an incredible platform, and he's really about helping artists and showcasing artists and giving them a chance on this platform, which is doing real good.
Okay.
Definitely.
I gotta check it out.
Oh yeah, definitely. Real good peoples, and it's all about networking with the right people.
Definitely.
Especially now, the way the game is, and independent is the game for me.
Yeah.
If you want to sign a major deal and it's worth it and the paperwork makes sense, go for it. But for the most part, you could do what the major's doing.
Oh, all day. Definitely. I mean, we
Tech
proven that
Nine,
time.
prime example.
Yeah, we've proven that time and time again with all the labels that have been launched.
Yes.
So it's a lot. You know, most of the time, the labels are actually moving when the majors come and pick them up. It's just a bigger platform.
That's it. Bigger
opportunity.
platform. Yeah, yeah. You know, a bigger machine behind you.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's what's up. Y'all got to check out my book. I'm definitely gonna read them. That's I'm proud of you on that, loved one. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's definitely amazing.
It's been a long time coming. Like I said, the whole Ignite Your Life thing, that's all I'm about now, is igniting everybody. I'm screaming it from the rooftops. I'm trying to ignite everybody I know
That's good.
to get excited about being successful,
That's good.
you know.
That's real good.
So,
That's definitely real good.
yep. And we have a tour coming up as well. It's called the Grassroots Music and Marketing Tour. So
Okay.
That's the 101 for the artists.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Okay.
business. You know, us getting out there and really showing them the way,
Mm-hmm.
showing them how to go about it, how to get in, how
Hands-on.
to be effective. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to definitely be effective, because a lot of time the artists just don't know.
They don't.
They don't know. They don't know where to go, who to talk to. So coming out to some of our tour dates is definitely going to be something great for the independent.
Oh, okay. Most definite. I'm gonna make sure my artists, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Come
why I was
out.
about to extend that.
Oh yeah,
Say,
mandatory.
come on out
Oh yeah, gotta
and
do
join
that.
us on the tour.
Oh
you
yeah.
know.
Oh yeah. And when are you looking to start that?
We're kicking off right in October,
Oh, okay.
so we got time.
In October will be here before you know it. Blink of an
Yeah.
eye.
Well, we got a little time.
Yeah, we got a little time because blink of an eye, like it's October the 1st. That's
We'll be out
good.
here in these streets.
That's good. And as far as your artist, when is her next release?
Her next release is coming at the beginning of March.
Okay.
She's opening for Twista on the 16th to 17th, St. Patty's Day weekend. And
Okay.
then we'll just kick off our promo run from there. So
Okay.
We'll do some promo stuff at Rolling Loud and South by Southwest.
Okay.
And we're just going to open it up. You know, we're from the Midwest, so we're going to do some dates there while we're there.
Yes.
And then just come back here and start being a little bit more proactive.
Yes.
Already working on some acting situations and some sync placements for her. So everything is looking up.
That's good. That's real good.
Everything.
Consistency is everything. Staying on it. Staying on it.
Yep. Everybody done went through Just Jay's boot camp, so everybody's ready now.
That's good. That's real good. A good boot camp too, though.
Yeah.
You know, because one thing you're gonna do is teach them and show them the right way.
Yeah.
You know, it's like me with my artists, like I'm definitely gonna show them the right way. You know,
Definitely.
if a person's willing to listen, then definitely I'm gonna show them the right steps. These are steps that I took, even though I get it. Things work different for other people that don't work for the some, but when a person that's showing you know what they're doing, it's just about paying attention and being willing to give them an ear and hear them out. because I'm definitely not gonna lead nobody off the cliff. I'm gonna definitely show you that road is not worth it. Like you would catch a flat, you catch flow flats, you stuck.
Yeah.
You know, then you're gonna be calling me like I'm AAA. You know,
They're gonna be like, "Hey, I just need a ride." You
yeah,
like, nah, I'm sorry. I can't.
yeah. I'm like, man, I tried to tell y'all because I get artists hit me up so much, and I mean, they will send stuff to your phone without asking you. I say, first of all, you started off wrong.
Yeah.
Because you didn't reach out to me and ask me in a kind manner, like, hey, is it okay if I send you some of my music to listen to? Y'all will send it and be like, oh yeah, new single. I just want you to check it out. I said, you never asked me if it was cool for you to send it to me. Like that's kind of like soliciting.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's what we have to teach people is how to really approach business. You know, you got to think about it. We started from nothing, all of us.
Yes.
So you know, you go downtown and you fill out your paperwork and you calling everybody. I got my LLC, and you looking like the people who are already established. They look at you like, okay, yeah, you got to have an LLC to do business. But we're excited about it because that's the basics. They don't know how to court people, how to really build a network. They don't understand protocol, flow. It's a lot, it's a lot. And your name stands for a lot. OG.
Yes.
See,
yes.
OGs, it's a respect thing.
Yes.
It's etiquette, business etiquette. And a lot of people, they just don't have it.
They don't. I mean, I'd be overwhelmed. I said, man, you really just sent me like 10 songs to my phone.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you know now, man. No disrespect to you, but you did it wrong. Maybe try again, but I'm not listening to none of your music.
Yeah, because once
because
again,
of how you done it.
Now if you drop something with your artist in 2 weeks that's similar, they gonna swear you stole it.
Yeah. Oh, he bit, which we don't have to bite nothing. We get in the studio and we go in, we go hard. We put that beat on and let them get in that booth and punch in.
Yeah.
And build it.
Yeah.
But they sure would say that for sure.
And that's why I've been trying to get people to understand, even with all the stuff that we're doing. Once you get into the business, the first thing you need to do is check your mental health.
Yes.
Are you mentally ready and prepared for this journey? Because this is something different.
It's something different.
It's not something that you just jump into and say, oh, I want to get into this. No.
And I'm finna be successful tomorrow.
No.
Because I tell artists, if you ain't ready to put 5 years, 10 years into this, and you may not make $1 doing it that 5 years, but are you still willing to keep going and not stop? Like, definitely, you got the music going, but also have something else going.
You got to. You don't have a choice.
Because if you don't, it's going to affect you mentally.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So just letting people know when you get into this overall, it's just like I said, it's a state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's having the right funding and the right network of people to build with, because that's where mental health goes wrong. You don't always come into this stuff messed up mentally.
No.
It breaks you down over time.
It do.
But these are things that we can control early if we just take control of what we need to do.
Yes.
A, B, C, D, E. Don't jump to Z and think you're going to be mentally stable. You're not. You're going to drive yourself nuts.
Big leap.
Yeah, because we all got small egos. Coming out of high school, we all was in sports or doing something that was competitive. So you still come out with that competitive mindset. Like, look, I'm going to win. But it's like one out of,
Yes.
I'm the 1 out of 10, 12,000 people to successfully put a publication out.
Yes.
I know hundreds of people who've tried to do what I've done.
Me too. Definitely.
They're not going to stay up 24/7. They're just not going to do the sacrifice.
No, they're not. And I've tried to help some of them that wanted to create magazines, and I was willing to show them because I'm like, I don't look at you as competition, so I'll show you.
Right.
They didn't listen. And then when they didn't listen, then they come back to me like, oh, man, I wish I'd have listened to you. I'm like, yeah, me too, but I don't have that time to give that I offered at that particular time. I had that time to give to really help you hands-on, one-on-one.
What I'm starting to figure out? It's not the fact people don't listen. It's the fact people don't trust free help.
That's what it is.
They feel like there's a catch.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, what's in it for you? Well, I'm just trying to extend you a hand.
Yeah.
Oh, well, she must be wanting me to fail. That's why it sound easy, but it can't be this easy. But we saying, hey, it's this easy because we've already went through the process.
We went
so
through
we're
the
saying,
process.
hey, it's hot over here. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Come over here, do this. And they still skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many people I done try to help that looked at me like I'm trying to take something from them. I'm like, I work hard. I got my own.
Yeah.
I don't need you to pick me up. I don't need you to pay my light bill.
None of
I don't
that.
need anything from you.
And you contacted me. I didn't contact
and you
you.
called me.
Yes.
And I'm saying, hey, this is how much it costs. Well, my homeboy was trying to charge me $10,000.
Okay.
You know, I can't believe you can get it for $500. Well, really, $500 is what it costs.
Yeah.
I'm the one trying to help you.
Yeah. Your
He the one
homeboy.
scamming you.
Yeah, he
So
trying
you're
to
gonna
get
run
you.
over here and give him $10,000 because he gave you the sales pitch.
And he
and I
done
just
ran
kept it
off.
real.
And he done ran off with your
And
money.
you called me crying, talking about I don't even have the $500 that I was supposed to give you to get this stuff done. Can you help me? But you done lost $9,500 when you could have spent the $500 with someone who is not going to give you the, hey, buy it now. I'm not doing the sales
Buy it
pitch.
now.
It's weird. Like I don't feel like selling you on something you need.
Yes.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. You
Buy
know?
it now.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I do.
We
for
laid
sure.
back and we just willing to help people. And I'm like, oh yeah, it costs a couple $100. You can get that done. They rather go spend thousands with the sales pitch.
They're like, man, you sure? Because, yeah, like you said, such and such, like, man, it costs this. I said, well,
I just let 'em go
wherever you
spend
feel
it.
comfortable, you know, with you, such and such are right here. Well, I'm gonna walk you through it.
Yeah, go ahead. This is what I do now. I be like, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, don't let me slow you down.
Because off the little $200 I was trying to help you with, I wasn't making money anyway. I
all.
literally was just helping you.
Yes.
So now I'll be like, okay, let me watch you spend this money. So now it's funny. We get on the phone about it and laugh.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like they don't listen. But it's sad. And that's why that first chapter is detoxing your thinking. Really
That's good.
reprogramming your mind and really getting the understanding that everybody's not here to hurt you.
No. And then a lot of people, too, that come to me, especially a lot of artists, they've been scammed so many times.
Right.
And then they automatically just look at me as a scam. Like,
Yeah.
well, man, all these people scam me. Why you not? Well, why did you call me?
Right.
Well, man, you came highly recommended. Hello.
But you know what the word scam does for me? It's so sad to say, but less people would get scammed if they get educated.
True.
You know, because if you actually understood what you were buying into,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times they're not getting scammed.
No.
You know, people can say, oh, man, I want to get the $5,000 press package and I want to get on Double XL. I want to get on the hype. And then when you get on all of those platforms, it does nothing for you because you weren't ready in the first place.
At all.
So no one scams you. They're just selling you what you asked for.
Yeah.
When you go into Walmart and they say, oh, I want this toilet paper from this aisle, they're not going to say, well, go get the Charmin. It's bouncier. They're going to tell you, there's a toilet paper
Oh, there you
aisle.
go.
You
Whole
figure
roll.
it out.
Yeah, figure it
So it's
out.
the same thing with these artists. It's like, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step. They want to look glamorous, but they didn't want to do any of their business.
Mm-mm.
So they're like, well, I didn't see anything come back on the charts. I don't think they did radio on me. I didn't see nothing on BDS. Well, you didn't register.
Yeah. Did you register?
How can you be on the BDS
Did you go to
charts if
Nielsen?
you don't have an ASCAP or a
Anything? Yeah.
BMI?
None of that. You didn't
So they
register.
haven't done their due diligence. So they feel like everybody's scamming them. When in reality, you scamming yourself because you haven't taken time out to do your due diligence.
And they can Google anything.
Yeah.
And it's going to tell you.
Yeah.
How do I register my music? How do I do this? How do I do that?
Absolutely.
Or you could go on YouTube and ask YouTube the same thing.
Yeah.
And the knowledge is out there.
Yeah. And you don't want to exchange money for time. So you do want to still pay people
Yes.
for
Yes.
the time that they're
You
putting
do.
in to help you.
Exactly.
But you also want to understand how to apply the services that you pay for to what you need, you know? Or you're always going to feel scammed.
For real.
So that's why a lot of people get turned off from working with me because I'd rather teach you first. I have to teach you because I want our relationship to last long.
Exactly.
And if I tell you something costs $10,000 or something costs $200, I want you to trust that,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
But you're not going to trust it if you're not educated.
You're not.
I can't work with people until they get educated. And 9 times out of 10, they leave me alone and run to the fast talker,
Yeah.
you know? And I'm okay with that.
The
but I'm
person
like,
that's talking
I just
fast
want
like
you
an
to-
auction.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just want longevity.
That's it.
And longevity is not going to happen unless you're educated enough to work with me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
To see that what you're doing is real. It's no gimmick. It's no catch. It's none of that. I had a gentleman hit me one day. Was like, yeah, man, I was talking to a guy. I want to, sign up for, to get my music, registered. So I want to, get a publisher, become a, publisher with, BMI, ASCAP, CSAC, Harry Fox agency. And you're like, man, he was telling me, man, it costs $600 to do that. I said, yeah, that's what he told you. I said, hey, you ever went to the ASCAP website? No. He just said he'd do everything for me, register it and just, send him the 600 and tell him the name I want. Well, actually, if you go to ASCAP, it's $50 for publisher and it's $50 for writers. He said, no, man, you for real? I walked him through it on the phone. He couldn't get over it.
Yeah, but once again, you're paying someone for knowledge that you're not willing to go learn for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's what it was.
Had he actually understood it, he could have said, hey, bro, I know it's only 50 for each account. Can I give you 300 for your time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
some people don't think like that. That's like, I guess you could say it's almost like too much like right.
Yeah.
For some to think that way.
But that's what I'm saying. Everybody's so quick to want to get in. They running and they racing. They're not taking time out to learn.
Yes.
Like I spent 1 year straight in the library
Mm-hmm.
to learn how to actually put the Hype magazine together and run it and structure it. 1 year of my life.
Yes.
So when people come to me and they want me to help them, I'm looking like I sacrificed the whole year of my life to learn. So I wouldn't sound crazy.
Yes.
Or I wouldn't turn people off because of the lack of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, and don't get me wrong, like I said, there is some people out here scamming. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
There's some scammers.
They wake up to it. That's their job.
You can smell a scammer and see a scammer if you know your business. I got scammed before with a computer, right? Dude,
yeah.
He says, you want to buy this Vizio? I had never bought a Vizio. But
okay.
At that time, it was so hot.
Yeah.
And I wanted one so bad. So I was like, yeah, I gave him the money. I called him. I said, well, I don't know how to log in. He says, well, I can take it to the geek spot and get it together for you.
And get it unlocked.
Bro, what we about? What we 2023? I ain't heard from this man in 18 years, bro.
He like, I can get it unlocked for you. He left that part out that it's locked.
Man, $1,500 gone, bro. Haven't heard from him for 18 years.
Wow.
Matter of fact, wouldn't even know what he looked like now.
Oh, wow. I know in that long.
I'm like, what? But it was just the first and last time I got scammed. I was like, oh, nah, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yes.
But had I did research on how to actually log into the Vizio myself, I would have been able to do it. Instead, I'm like, oh yeah, you do it, and I got took.
That's crazy.
Being lazy, got took.
That's crazy, but it happened. It was a learning experience.
Yeah, it was. It was, and probably done got scammed some more in my life and don't know it.
So you probably don't even like Vizios no more.
Man, God beat me, boy. I tell you.
Oh yeah, they out there for sure, and the stories they come with, boy, they say your dream.
yeah. But like I said, it comes down to just really understanding what's going on.
Yes.
And I really hope these artists are taking it because they're a business.
They are a business.
Just an artist.
Yes.
You're a whole company.
A whole company.
When you go out and you say you want to build a team, well, what do you have to offer your team?
Yes.
What have you put in structure or position for your team to leverage? Like, what you do?
Yeah.
You just got some good. I got good music. I'm hot.
But watch, I'm about to blow.
I sing too.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, an artist came in the office one day and told me he sing good and this and that. He should be on the cover. I start singing. I sang them right out the door.
Yeah.
I said I can sing too.
Yeah, exactly.
But that doesn't mean that I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I can just sing.
Yes.
That don't make me an artist.
Yes.
A business model, a business mindset makes you an artist.
It really does.
A plan. So.
Gotta have a plan. That's funny. Yeah,
we can talk about artists all day.
Yeah, I remember them days though. Like, man, I should be on the cover. Like, why? Like, for what reason? Why should you be on the cover? Oh man, I'm about to start popping. Watch, you'll see. I was like, what's your IG? I go look at it. You got like, loved one.
6 followers.
You 6 followers, but you following like 8,000 people.
So you have no following.
And no likes. I said all your posts you liked yourself.
And you know what? A lot of artists don't realize that cover is power. So they shouldn't even want it in the beginning. They should want it at the peak of their career to leverage their situation.
Mm-hmm.
If you coming in like, I should be on the cover, and you haven't done nothing, it's not even going to be effective for you. It's just waste of time. It's just a cover
And a
now.
waste of a cover.
You know how many people done covers? When I first started hyping, we was actually selling the covers, to anybody.
Yes.
Didn't have no criteria.
Yes.
Them people ain't, they
Didn't do nothing.
No.
Even the advertisers was like, well, who is that?
The advertisers
I don't even know
really
that
like,
person.
Well, who is this?
Yeah.
So you have to switch your game up.
Yes.
They don't realize it puts us in the middle of a rock and a hard place.
Yes.
Trying to support their mission, and they have nothing to stand on.
My worst cover ever was this model. That was my worst cover because I listened to my editor that worked for the magazine. I'm like, man, you sure? Like, I don't know. I looked her up. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a chance, man. People was like, nah, let me know who's on your next cover. I struggled. I had to drop the price so low.
And I've had some doozies too. And when you get to that level where you're on newsstands and stuff, you just can't do anybody. It's like really going to take you out your heaven because they don't realize that their face has to sell magazines too.
It really do.
So even with our digital covers, if we just put anybody on, I'd rather not do a cover at all. To be honest with you,
yes.
If I got to put somebody on there that has no value, I'd rather just not do a cover.
They don't, but see, they don't understand because they be on the outside looking in, and they really think because they on there is going to bring value. Like, y'all don't get it. Like, this is being on the cover, like you said, is power. Man. It's important, and when people see it sitting on them stands, you got to be able to draw attention. Not they look right past it. Yeah, they look over it,
and they should have their own fan base. Like, an artist walked into be a club. He's like, yeah, I got 1 million followers on TikTok. And I looked around the club because he's performing, his face on the flyer. I looked around the club and I said, where is your fans? If you have 1 million followers on TikTok,
yeah,
and it's 85 people in the club,
wow,
what we doing here?
Yeah,
that's so lame to me. These artists keep talking about they following online, but where's your following in the streets?
Where's your following in real life?
If the Hype Magazine doing an event, I know I'm packing it.
And that's
I
for
know
real.
I'm packing that event because
for real.
I have a following.
Yes.
But the artists say, man, you pay me to come show. I don't need you to come to my show to perform with your 85 followers, real followers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. It's a trip.
Yeah. So I just, you know how that goes. Everybody's a star.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, loved one. Definitely. And and it's a trip too because coming up, and no matter what occupation it is, whether it's music or building a brand, it definitely gets frustrating. It could get frustrating. It could mess with you mentally and can cause you to go into depression. And it's hard getting out of depression.
Yeah.
It's definitely hard. And, that's why I push so hard to express, and take life stories and put it in front of the audience so they can learn something from it. They can, each person I've interviewed, I know for sure, and that I'm going to interview, I know for sure that the audience, they're going to get something from it. Knowledge.
I got a question for you. Do you think that people even know when they depressed?
Not everyone. No, not everyone don't know. They don't know. They have to, sometimes you don't realize it, even during the time when, I was depressed, I thought I was happy. I really thought I was happy in life. I was, hanging out. I, thought I felt good about myself. But when I sit back and really looked, I'm like, wow, like, what is my life? Where is my life at this point?
Right.
I really didn't have no life at that point. I was too busy running around and trying to be everywhere at every event and you smiling, a few drinks, you smiling, you giggling, y'all laughing. But then when you get back home and your reality, it slaps you in the face and you're like, wow.
Yeah. And that's where I feel like people become suicidal.
Yes. Yes.
Because they just living behind the smile.
Yes.
There comes a time where you got to stop doing that.
Yes.
I'm telling you, that's why this entertainment industry is such, it's a two-headed sword. Like, everybody is built out to act.
Yes.
Because we're entertainers.
Yes.
But the reality of it is, check on your people.
Check on your people.
You know,
For real.
check on your folks.
Some show signs, some don't. Me, I was one of those ones. I feel like I had too much pride. You know, like I couldn't express. Like during the time I was feeling suicidal, I felt embarrassed to talk to somebody about it, to let them know because of the respect that I got in the streets, who I was, how highly I was respected. And I feel like to come tell my OGs how I really felt was just going to make people just look at me like different, like look down on me.
Yep. And it's crazy because that was one of our first calls. If you don't remember, you telling me how you was feeling.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know why I feel comfortable talking to you.
Yeah.
And that was almost 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
About 10, 11 years ago.
It was. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And during that time, I was, you know what I mean, still on the grind of just still building my life, getting my life together after the fact of that happening.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Man, and I've talked to so many people that have been in that state of mind because of the business.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to, I can't really talk people off the ledge because sometimes you can talk to someone so much, you might be the one pushing them over, you know? So sometimes it's better just to be an ear. But I started to really figure out like, dang, you know, you could be depressed and still be functioning.
Yes.
That messed me up.
Full functioning too.
I mean, fully functional, getting up every day, doing it, and then one day it just hits you like, wait a minute, I'm not happy, you know, or this is not making me smile today.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
And that's where we got to start. I'm telling you, that's where we have to start really getting in with people and saying, hey, what's going on with you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just wanted to ask you that question in the middle of that. Like, you know, do you even know?
Yeah. At some point, some people don't know, some people do know. And, you know, my number, I've been had 17 years, so I've been giving it out that long, and people reach out to me. And over the years, I've talked many people, you know, off the ledge, and it's a trip because when you're actually talking to a person that actually feels suicidal in that moment, right then and there, all they talking about is taking a knife or that's whatever weapon they have at that particular time, and it's like one female that I spoke with last month. She was going through it, and I mean, her life. She felt like her life was bad, and she's an attorney, and things was just. She just felt like her life was just. Her kids didn't mess with her, didn't want to have no dealings with her. Her family didn't, and my boy, he called me, was like, "Man, can you do me a favor? This is my homegirl since high school. She's talking about she want to kill herself, and can you call her?" And I called her. And she was like, "No, I'm about to do it. Like, I thank you for calling." And it's like to where you like, sometimes you'll say, is this a cry for help or is this real?
Yeah.
And the way I look at it, you can't take a chance.
No.
And, you know, in that time. And I stayed on the phone with her for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And she had been drinking alcohol. So the longer I was on the phone with her, I started realizing, and I asked her, I said, "Are you drinking right now?" She said, yeah, I've been drinking. You know, I just drunk a bottle, and I talked to her, and she ended up going to sleep on the phone.
Right.
She fell asleep. And when I called, I kept calling. She didn't answer. But the next day, my boy hit me, was like, "Man, I just want to tell you, thank you.
Thank you.
Like, thank you, man." 'Cause she called me this morning, like, she feel better about herself, and she told me to make sure I call you and tell you thank you. I called her and talked to her. Her kids was getting ready to come over and spend Christmas with her. And, you know, they was getting ready to be together as a family, you know, for the holidays. Because that's the time when I get those calls the most, during the holidays. Because that used to be the time when I felt my worst of me, you know, living in the streets and doing the time when family is together, be them times that you really get emotional. It really puts you in depression.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned. And like, you got to take it serious. You know, when people reach out to me, I take every call serious. Just like I interviewed T-Rail, one of the hosts here on No Jumper. And my show is based upon phone calls. That's really what my show is about.
Right.
taking phone calls and giving real down to earth advice. So doing the interview with him, I was taking phone calls, and some of them, yeah, it wasn't serious,
Right.
but I can't take that chance. If this is what I signed up for, then I'm gonna stand on this. But people was putting, oh man, you destroyed the interview by taking them phone calls, like. That really messed up. We was trying to hear T-Rail's story. I said, well, T-Rail is sitting right here with me, which y'all don't realize. He's sitting right here with me, and I'm doing this interview with him. He's good.
Right.
I got people that's calling, which my show is about, that's going through something. So, yeah, I'm going to stop in the middle of an interview and take that call. Absolutely. Because what if I don't pick up?
They gonna feel like they're going to feel alone.
Yeah, they're going to feel alone.
Absolutely.
So that I did, and people tried to bash me about it, but I'm like, y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know me. You know me through watching through, the channel or whatnot. Yeah. But y'all don't know me personally. This is what I really do. This means the world to me, being a voice and being an ear.
Absolutely.
That's
and
important.
I'm telling you, man, that's what this self-challenge is about. It's self versus self. It's being accountable for you.
Yes.
As an individual.
Yes.
I think a lot of times, even watching social media, I mean, Rihanna couldn't even get through the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Everybody's on it with their negative comments. Some people were being positive. But I'm like, what does it matter? What does it matter?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't pay to watch Super Bowl anyway. You're watching a free show.
Free show.
Enjoy it.
But you got something to say.
But that's because people aren't happy with self.
Yeah.
You know? They don't know what she just went through before she got on stage. They don't know how she was
at
feeling.
all.
They don't even care.
Yeah.
All they care about is that quick joke or that quick slam. In reality, those people that have something to say all the time are probably the people at the house crying in the corner.
Yeah.
So
and jealousy comes in jokes. Yeah. Hate come in jokes in these days.
Oh yeah, I get them all the time. Oh yeah, man, I want to be like you one day. I don't like that. You can be like me. You can be like anybody you want. Just do you.
Yeah.
Don't do me though.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what me and myself go through on a daily.
For real.
Me,
for real. You don't want to walk in these shoes because your legs might get tired. It's been a long road.
You're not prepared. So I just been trying to really get people to focus in more on what they're doing. Because I like a positive relationship. People can't get along with their business partners longer than a month. It's a lot of things going on in our society that's really messed up.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning, the first thing you do when you roll over and grab your phone to get on social media is something wrong.
Yes.
What about you?
Yes.
You didn't brush your teeth this morning.
Yes.
You didn't took care of yourself.
Yes.
You're just on social media.
Programmed.
So trying to get people back to some type of normal.
Mm-hmm.
Because I felt like after COVID, I don't know if it was normal for me or what. I had to figure out who I was all over again.
Yeah, COVID really, it affected a lot of people. It ruined a lot of homes.
Yeah.
A lot of households was ruined behind it.
Yeah, and it's still going.
Yes.
So it's like, just take time out to really just mentally ground yourself and figure out where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Not putting everybody else first. Like, for instance, like with family and friends and people calling about their problems, or now I don't even answer my phone until after 11 o'clock. Because you can't ruin my morning. I need that. That's my time.
Yes. Let me have that.
And
yes.
then people calling, they want to borrow money and stuff. It's like, wait a minute. If I wasn't here, you would get it from somebody. And your rent due every month. Your phone bill due every month. I know people have hard times, but we're in a state now where eggs is $12. So you have to prepare different now.
You have to.
Keep skating through life thinking everybody going to help you.
Yes.
People can't even afford to help you no more.
Yes.
So, like I said, I'm trying to get people to focus more on self so they don't get to that mental breakdown point. Prevent it.
Prevent it. You have to, like, even how your money, you have to balance it. You know, you sometimes, I tell people all the time, man, sometimes you got to treat it like you don't have it. Because when you don't have it, you don't have it.
Yeah.
So people blow through it. They like, it's out of here. Man, I blew that. Like, wow. Yep. Why?
My sister gave rides out all last month. She was riding everybody everywhere. And then the car don't work when she needed. And I said, that's because you used the miles that God provided for you to have for someone else.
Yes.
So the car done clonked out. But think about the other 400 or 500 miles you would have had you just told people, I can't take you.
Yes. because they definitely not going to help you fix it.
No, not when it's time.
Let, let me know when you get it back running.
You let people come live in your house, and then your light bill 2 times what it was, and your kitchen sink
Water,
got broke.
yes,
Everything
yes.
happened. And then when they leave and go to their new place, your place is destroyed. So sometimes you just got to say no and hold people accountable for what they need to do for themselves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's where the mental stuff comes in. I'm telling you, where people go crazy, where we start feeling a certain kind of way because we're doing so much for everybody else. We forgot to take care of ourselves.
Yes. Yes.
9 times
And
out of 10.
I do. I found myself being that way. You know what I mean? Now it's like I just have a chosen few.
Mm-hmm.
I pick and choose because it's been times where I needed help and I couldn't get it.
Right.
And this was from people that I've been helping for years,
Mm.
That I knew was in a position that they could help and shine me on. So I said, oh, okay, it's a learning experience. I get it. You want to see me down. People, y'all get a kick out of that, seeing me down like that. I guess that's like a joke to y'all. So now I move a certain way and I only deal with certain people,
Yeah.
Definitely. That's it, man. I love everybody, but there's only certain people that's really close to me because I've been let down a lot over the years from people you love will let you down.
And the crazy part
fast.
about it, OG, is that people think you strong enough to sustain everything.
Yeah, like he gonna be good.
They always, and they don't realize that sometimes you need that call to get you up in the morning. I'm the motivator.
I do. Yes.
And you the motivator.
Yes.
But sometimes it's good for somebody to call and say, "How you doing?"
And I get that from
You straight?
I could count on one hand, and you one person for sure out of that 5 people. You definitely one, but I could count on one hand the people that do that for me. And in my phone, I have 6,000 contacts.
Yeah, that's
in my phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But out of all of these contacts I have, and all I do, especially with helping people through mental health, I go through stuff.
Oh yeah.
Man, I come from the streets, but guess what? I still got feelings.
Yeah.
And it's bad when people you love walk all over you like a rug.
Yeah.
You don't expect it from certain people. Then when you see it, it's like you be blown away. So it puts you in a mental spot. It puts me in a mental spot. But when I hear from the certain individuals, like I said, I can count on one hand that genuinely love me, that got love for me and care about my well-being.
Yeah.
That lifts me up.
And that's crazy. 5 out of 6,000. Like, hey, I don't got 6,000 numbers in my phone no more because I did the little thing. iPhone got this feature.
And I need to use that.
Block feature.
Yeah.
They numbers not in your phone. So I've been using that because you know what bothers me? I want to hear from people. And then I put a post out. Oh, I can use Grammys for the Grammys. We put Grammy pictures out and everybody wants to call and check in on you. How you been? You know what it's about because you see me activated.
Yes.
But I got thousands of photos in my phone that's activated that's not online.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always doing something.
Always.
But when they see something that they feel like is a highlight, they're like, oh, man, Jay, we got to lock in. We got to connect, sis. And I'm like, no, we don't.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm starting to realize is I don't need a lot of people to be successful.
No.
We only do need those 5.
Yeah. That's it.
We don't need everybody.
At all.
Those 6,000 numbers, they only activate as consumers now. So I start looking at my phone like, okay, these consumers.
Definitely.
Let me get these consumers off because these consumers shouldn't have my phone number anyway.
Yeah.
They should just go to the .com and check it out.
Yeah, go to the website.
Don't call me consumer.
Yes.
But the friends and family that care for me, that's what's in my phone.
Yes.
So no, if you're a consumer and you get that ring, and I'm telling you straight up, if you get that one ring, and you get hung up on, it's not me. It's the computer. It's the iPhone. The iPhone did it. I didn't do it.
It's AI. That was AI. It's the technology.
I'm not even knowing you called because your number's not in my phone. So I don't know you called. I didn't send you the voicemail.
Yes.
But I'm not doing it. I'll be 45 this year. We don't have 1,000 years on this earth, so we're not about to spend it playing with people who don't care.
Just can't do it. Can't do it no more. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Now it's like I'm to a point in my life now to where this some things and certain things just don't surprise me anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I'd be like, you know what? It just was a matter of time before you start acting the way you acting right now. You know, it just took a little time. Some take a little more time than others.
Yep.
But then genuine people that you ain't never got to question, you ain't never got to worry about.
Yep.
Like, I don't even second guess you.
Hey, bro, I got this new method. I'm gonna get a shirt. Some people will get it before I do if they hear this. But it's either I'm paying you, you paying me, or we partners.
Straight out.
There's only 3 ways we work together.
That's it.
So if I'm not paying you, you paying me, and we ain't partnered up.
Yeah. What's the point?
What are we doing?
Yeah. What are we doing?
Nothing.
For real.
You know, you just taking up that extra space that I need to keep energized. And I started learning that people can just take all your energy. And even those suicidal thoughts, bro, sometimes it be off of other people.
Yeah.
Don't even be you.
Yes. It would drain you.
Drain the mess out of you.
Even with this, but with the podcast, I've been had my number 17 years. And when the podcast start really getting out there and people start noticing and taking heed to it and seeing it, I started getting them calls of people I ain't talked to in years. And when I look at their number, I said, okay, I know what this about. Like, I could play games too. You want to show fake love? Let me show fake love back.
Yeah.
Man, what's up with you, OG? Man, you still got the same number. Like, yeah, still got the same number. Like, man, that's cool, man. Just was checking on you, man. It's been a minute. You know, I ain't talked to you in a while, man. Well, what you got up? What you got going? I said, I know why you calling, loved one. You seen the podcast, huh? Yeah, man, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I'm trying to see how I can get on there. You can't.
Ooh.
Straight out. Don't do that with me.
Ooh.
Come on, you know me better than that. My name ain't OG because I'm good at checkers. I play chess. Like, don't do that.
Man, I be at home and I see people and they say, don't you, I heard you on the Hype magazine. You doing something big with the magazine. All that they know. They know.
Yeah, they know.
Right? Nah. Play, I say, no. I'm still at Burger King on 75th. Come holler at me. I got some burgers for you. For real, Jay? Yeah, I'm still there.
Yeah.
I've been there for years. You know, my wife and I, it was crazy because I got an award. I got a Trailblazer Award. And I remember when I was 18, I had a run-in with someone who didn't want to pay me. My mom had just, I was 22. I was 22 because my mom had just passed. And I had a run-in. And he didn't want to pay me for my time. And he was making me feel like I did something wrong, right? So you're talking about 17 years later, I'm getting awarded for being great. And we're walking into this facility, and he is the security guard opening the door for us. And it was just an amazing feeling.
Yes.
It was an amazing feeling. So I walked in, I looked at him, and I smiled. And I said, how are you? He said, man, I'm just so excited to see you, doing all you do. And I was just like, wow, just think about, had we really built that foundation, you could have been here dealing with me.
Could have been walking in the door with me instead of opening the door for me.
Do you know how many people who were on my team that were older than me that could have just said, here, let me open this door for you. Let me help you. That now say, can you help me? But they could have helped me. I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy to see, but as you get older,
yes,
and you start realizing,
yes,
that people have lost time, and
you can't get time back.
No,
for nothing in the world.
They used to laugh at me. You work too much. You always reading something. You always, and I'm like,
knowledge.
I came from nothing. I had a black and white TV with a hanger. Had to hold it to watch Channel 8.
And a fork when that knob came off to turn the channel.
And don't get shocked, though.
Yeah, exactly. All the forks in the house like this. Every one. Because when that one not working no more, you go get another one out the drawer.
And getting in trouble because all the hangers is built.
All the hangers.
What you do with hangers? You got the antennas. You got your basketball court.
Yep. Okay. With the hanger. You sure did.
We had to use some hangers.
Our social media was outside.
Okay.
That was our social media when we was coming up.
Man, you use the hangers to go get a dead bird? Hey, we use them wire hangers for everything. You hear me?
Everything. And it's a trip, too, how, I learned more out of school than I did in school. But to all the kids out there, stay in school. Get an education. But, I had a learning disorder. you know, and, you know, because I was born a crack baby. So I had a learning disorder. I always had special ed classes.
Right.
And, you know, through elementary, you know, I remember I was kept back in the third grade 2 times,
Wow.
you know, because I couldn't keep up with the class. I just couldn't. Slow speed. I just didn't get it. I didn't get read math. I didn't get none of. And I remember I used to cry to Miss Price, and she used to be like, "Baby, you gonna be all right. Just keep trying." So junior high school, same thing, you know. And people used to laugh at me at junior high because I had Miss Brown, you know, which was a special ed teacher at
Right.
Enterprise Junior High in Compton, and people used to laugh, man, and it used to irritate me because I used to get into a lot of fights from the like socking people up for laughing at me,
Right.
you know. But and then when I first started high school, I was like, wow, I'm finna have to do the same thing again. Like it just special ed just wasn't it for me, and I dropped out of school. I stopped going to school, and I started hustling and started doing everything else, you know, that I felt I did a lot of the wrong things for the right reasons.
Absolutely.
I can say that. And it's a trip too, because a lot of the people that used to laugh at me about being in Miss Brown class, because in Miss Brown class, it was maybe like 6 students. So I'm getting rewards and everything, and people be laughing and thinking it's funny. And to me, I'm like, you know what? I want to learn. It got to the point to where I don't want to be the class clown. I don't want to be doing all this stuff I'm doing. I want to try to learn. And as I got older, I taught myself how to read, how to do all these things myself just by picking up a book. One of the first books I learned about things was a dictionary. I started from reading the dictionary from the beginning and working my way through the end. But I'm saying all that to say this: it's a trip how a lot of those people that used to laugh at me, a lot of them people have hit me up
Right.
for a job. A lot of them for a job. Same people that used to laugh because I had slow classes, and I don't mind being the turtle in the race with the rabbit because I'm going to win in the end. And I won in the end, and it just be a trip how they be reaching out like, man, you hiring? You looking for somebody, man? You need help over there? I'm like, wow. I said, man, I guess Miss Brown class was cool after all, huh?
Oh, Miss Brown class was lit.
Oh yeah, Miss Brown. Oh yeah, that was. Oh yeah, yeah. It's
But they
just a
don't
trip.
realize, you know, and that's once again like cause and effect on how those things have really affected you through life.
It did. You know, I
know
feel
what
like
I'm
I mean, I really felt like just a dumbass.
I
Like,
was voted least likely to succeed.
and that's what they used to tell Miss Price. Like, you should just
I get
y'all
you.
should just put him on SSI and you know, and just let him live off that the rest of his life.
They don't realize that when you got learning disabilities, it's just you having to sit down long enough to trigger something in your head. You got to ignite it. You got the light bulb
Got
goes
to
off.
ignite
And
it.
then when you figure it out, you're like, oh shit, I'm smart.
And it took me to get in them trenches and them streets to ignite it. And I learned more, but I've always been that person that teach my young people, go to school, stay in school. So what? I'm out here in these streets doing this. This ain't what you need to be doing. If I jump off a cliff right now, you jumping with me? They like, no, heck no. Okay then. So I was that cat in the neighborhood when I used to see the little homies ditching school. I'll punch them up and take them back to school.
Yeah, but you need school. That
You need
creates-
school. You got to
that
have
creates-
it.
It's not just about the books. It's
Yes.
about your social balance.
Yes.
And a lot of people, they be like, why is that person so weird? Because they didn't have no social.
Yes.
You know, social balance is really a thing.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It
It really
really
is.
is. Like, you know, my editor-in-chief, Jerry, he's teaching English as a second language.
That's good.
And you know, so he has his doctorate in that now. And I was just telling him that you need to teach English as a second language to the hood that
Yeah.
speak Ebonics as a first language.
Yeah, straight out.
Because that's the barrier with us being able to communicate with corporate America.
And
Social.
yes.
Social.
And I remember I used to go to meetings and I spoke Ebonics, you know,
Absolutely.
and they used to be looking at me like,
Nah,
we're gonna
we're not gonna give you
we're gonna pass on this.
We ain't gonna give you no $1 million.
And I had to learn and I switched my lingo, and I was able to go and sit in the meetings and I talked to them on the phone. They excited and everything, but when I walked through that door, they be like,
Yeah.
We spoke on the phone. Yeah, that's me. How you doing? Hope all is well.
All is well. You know what I'm saying? And it's not talking this way or that
No.
way. It's just being able to just provide a conversation that makes sense.
A conversation that makes sense.
You know,
Instead of you sitting there trying to get $1 million out of somebody, and you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, like for real,
believe in me, bro.
Like just check me out, man. Look. What do you have anything in writing? Oh yeah, I wrote it on the back of this business card
I'm about
right
to text
here.
it to you right now.
Here's my business proposal on the back of this business card.
And look, I'm as street as they come.
Yes.
You feel me? I tell people all the time, I'm everybody's ghettoest friend.
Straight
in
out.
my circle.
Yes.
You know, because I'm gonna be me.
You
but
got to.
when it comes down to being able to communicate what I'm trying to do,
yes,
I'm thorough.
Very.
I'm like, this is what's going on here. This is what's happening. This is what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? But once again, I'm like you. I'm self-taught.
Yes, self-taught.
You know, because school didn't. I don't think that the teachers know how to keep the attention of people. You know, because they got so many people that they tend to.
Yes.
They can't really relate, and they don't take time out to get to know you or what you're going through. They don't care. They just here to teach this lesson. You know.
And I wasn't one that raised my hand. You know, I used to feel embarrassed. You know, to raise my hand and ask for help.
Yeah.
You know, but I tell everybody, you know, if you need help, raise your hand. I don't care if you have to raise your hand 20 times. That teacher is in that classroom to teach you. Yeah. That's their job. That's why they're there. Other than that, the classroom would be empty.
Because this is the hardest thing for me right now, and that's public speaking. I just don't do this.
Yes.
I hid behind a cartoon with the hype for years. I never used to talk. I never used to do public appearances.
I remember.
That's why everybody thought I was a guy.
Yeah.
They was like, "Oh, the Hype magazine is owned by a guy." And I'm like, "Well, no," but that's what happens.
Yes.
When you got social anxiety and you don't want to talk, you don't want to do nothing, you know. And then coming out of college, you know, I'm dyslexic, so coming out of college, I wasn't really messing with no books. I was like, man, I don't even know how I started no magazine being dyslexic. By the way, I don't know how that happened, but it did, you know.
Did.
And I was blessed, but. Public speaking, because I was always worried about, what if I stutter? What if I don't say the right words? What if? Talking myself out of being great.
Yes.
Every day.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Your own worst critic.
I am my own worst critic.
I am my own
That's why
worst critic.
So now I don't care. I'm like, you know what? If I stutter or if I don't say something the right way or I don't use the right word, who cares?
Yes.
I'm me. So you can rock with me or not.
Straight out.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's different. So now I can get on here and I can just talk. I can be myself. I'm not going to try to talk corporate to make someone feel comfortable.
Exactly.
You know, and yes, I own the Hype magazine and blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just going to be me. And this is what you get. You get an honest person that's ready to do business and build. And I'm telling you, if people just do more of that, bro, their mental capacity would just change.
Yes.
Because applying the pressure to yourself to try to be someone you're not, that's too much.
That's too much work.
That's too much.
Trying to be somebody you're not is more work.
Yeah.
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Less work.
This is it. That's all you're going to get from me. When I go into a business meeting, it just is what it is. You know, I'm going to talk the way I talk. And I used to try to change it up a little bit, but then it's real uncomfortable for all of us because the person can see you're not being genuine. Now there's no trust there.
Yeah.
So I started to learn, like, just be myself. So now my clients now that they are corporate and stuff, now they be like, I'm like, what you doing today, Jay? Shoot, I'm out in these streets. Now I got them saying they out in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, used to be like, I have a couple of meetings today. Now they're like, shoot, I'm out in these streets getting this money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
Definitely.
they millionaires talking like that because I'm saying, hey, meet me halfway.
Meet me halfway.
Meet me halfway. I got to be comfortable too if we working because I'm making money with you, not for you. You're not making money for me. We making money together.
Exactly.
So meet me halfway so we can be comfortable in this business.
Exactly.
And it's working.
And it's going to continue to work.
Absolutely.
It's the people that don't want to meet you halfway is the ones, you know, when it's like, this is not going to work.
It's not.
It's one-sided.
Now you out your heaven.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that's one thing in business you cannot do. You cannot be out your heaven if you want to be successful.
Exactly. Definitely. That's real, loved one. That's real. So what's next? What's next, loved one? What's coming up right away?
What's coming up right away, like I said, getting this tour kicked off with Deja Marie.
Okay.
The grassroots tour, the Hype magazine.
Okay.
Just really locking in.
Any events?
No events. Just I guess it's touring.
Okay. Well, we definitely need to put something together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something, something for these artists.
And we're about to start doing something monthly. We got to get our stuff together.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
know.
And we definitely gonna do that. So
Yeah.
that's important. I'm with it.
And I'm just focusing on being happy. I mean,
Yes.
that's my thing, and I got to hit some my travel trips now. That
Yes.
could be an event.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm definitely gonna hit some blue water.
Yeah. Yes.
I gotta
yeah.
find some serenity around this place.
Yes. Yes. And I'm definitely, happy. Be happy. I push hard for that and to protect my peace.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I value my peace. I gotta protect that. It's very important because I go through things. Definitely. To this day, I still go through stuff off camera, behind the scene, my real life.
Yep.
Where my peace be at jeopardy, but I control it with my mind, and I go where my peace is. Sometimes I'll go to the gym for peace.
Definitely.
Or if I'm in the studio, with my artists, what I mean, that's peace,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. Or with my daughter and my grandkids, that's peace.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely.
I did forget something. Well, I didn't forget. I just got so excited about talking about everything else, but I know this is a big factor. So the other tour that I'm doing is called the Wealthy Being Tour. So I got a great blessing to partner up with Tomorrow. He is a partner in Drive Planning. They did $1.2 billion last year, just in business. Very blessed to work with
That's
him.
good.
We partnered in with Waka Flocka. He'll be on the stage as well with me and a gentleman by the name of David Wild. He is the former vice president of NASDAQ.
Okay.
So, just getting that blessing to be on that tour is going to be awesome. That's definitely something that we've been creating to serve the underbanked communities. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of our communities, they're not bankable. When it comes to the entertainment and music.
Yes.
It's not a color thing, it's a cultural thing.
Yes.
And music is culture. So, just showing our community how to be bankable.
That's
Definitely.
good. It's needed.
Mm-hmm.
It's needed. It's needed. Almost like being a life coach.
Yeah. It is being a life
Being
coach.
a life
That's
coach.
somebody teaching you how to structure out your finances is definitely throwing you a lifeline.
It definitely is.
Mm-hmm.
And a lifeline is important.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Sit down with you, loved one. Appreciate you. Take your time out your day to come sit with your big bro.
Definitely. I am. Definitely.
I appreciate it. And everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. OG Cuicide in the building, live with my loved one, Just Jay, Hype Jay. Y'all all know her. And make sure y'all continue to support, to subscribe, to spread the word. Mental health is important. Never give up. Life gets better. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, moving forward. And I guarantee you, life will get better. Go to OGSuicideInTheBuilding.com and get your merch. Let It Out Loved One t-shirts coming soon.